What is up, guys? My name is Farium. If we can hit 125 likes on this video, that would be awesome. Alright, on to the video. Alright, so we're going to be ranking all of these snipers. I'm going to tell you the best to the worst. So we're going to start off with the worst, the BFG 50. Now this is arguably the worst gun in Phantom Forces. First off, you have one shot. And second, if you miss that shot, you're dead. Is the worst gun to use in close quarter situations, and if there's multiple people you're going towards, you are pretty much fried toast. There is one benefit. You don't need to shoot at the face all the time. You can just shoot at the torso. And at close quarters, it does do 100 damage. So, if there's only one guy in close quarters, and you don't miss your shots, you should be perfectly fine. However, for the rest of you guys, this gun is terrible. Stop pre-buying it. Alright, the second worst sniper in the game, in my opinion, is the Hecky. Alright, so pretend the BFG was twice as fast. That's kind of what this is. You walk very slow with it. And unlike the BFG, you can't close quarters limb shot people. You have to shoot at the torso if you want to kill anyone. For most people, that isn't a problem. But this weapon is just not there yet. And again, it is terrible at close quarter situations. If you miss your shot, instead of waiting 4 seconds, you wait 2. And it has a pretty fast reload compared to most snipers as well. There are some benefits. But let's go to our next sniper after I die or something. Now, the next sniper on the bad list is the Dragunov SVU. Yes, this thing. The reason why I don't like it is because it can't one headshot all ranges. Unlike its SVDS brother, it shoots 3 times as fast. So it is pretty quick. You are a lot more agile than the M107. Now, this sniper isn't necessarily bad, but it barely counts as a sniper. It's more of a DMR. I won't really count this on the list, but if it were a sniper, it would be down here because it can't one headshot. It may be quick, yes, but the fact that the Scar SSR is basically the same weapon but better kind of puts us in a position where it is not really too good of a sniper and it's not really too good of a DMR. Let's talk about the M107. This one is pretty low on the list because of its handling, so let's just shoot. Ah, yes. Sure, you have that benefit of speed, and it is a little more reliable to use when there's multiple people. This and the Hecky are pretty similar on the list just because their handling is pretty poor. You have the slowest walk speed of any weapon in this game. You will be outplayed by anything that can shoot faster than yours. However, if you have a pretty passive play style, you won't have to deal with this. Because there are some people out there who are really good with the M107 and their playstyle is extremely passive. But to most people, they usually play aggressive, so this is probably one of the worst guns to play aggressive with. Now, the next sniper on my list is the Mosin. This is just mediocrity in a nutshell. There's nothing great about this weapon. There's nothing terrible about this weapon. You only have 5 bullets a mag. And you can't really torso shot at close quarters. You'll only be able to do 90. Now, it is a lot better to handle than most snipers. Let go and then let the bolt happen. And it does have a pretty good feel. But this sniper is just not great and not terrible at the same time. Like, there's not too many highlights other than just its feel. If it had a 10-round mag, I think it would be a great sniper. But this is completely outclassed by the SVDS and everything except for mobility. The next sniper on my list is the AWS. It has the lowest muzzle velocity of any sniper, so when someone's at long range, you're gonna have to shoot extremely offside in order to kill anyone. However, unlike the Mosin, you can torso kill at close quarters. 10-round mag, slightly slower fire rate than the Mosin, but it does do more damage and it is a lot more usable than the Mosin in most situations. Now, the next sniper I'm going to go over is the WA-2000. Now, this does have a pretty fast fire rate. and it has a pretty good reload. But it can't torso kill, and they took that away, and I don't know why. It kind of just ruined the weapon because it used to be just an alternative to the SVDS. It was faster, and it's a lot higher ranked, so a lot better to use. But then they somehow shadow nerfed it, and was never able to torso kill at close quarters ever again. Kind of sad because this has the potential to be a great weapon, but it just lacks damage. Now granted, the point of a sniper is to shoot at the face in most shooting games, but the ADS is super slow, as you can see here. Even when you put an iron sight or like a coyote sight on the sniper, it is still slow because they didn't change the aim speed. I think the sniper has a lot of potential. It lacks damage, mobility, and it's not agile. The TRG-42. Now this weapon's being buffed to the next dimension, so I'm gonna keep it brief before I make a final decision on it. It like one-shots up to a certain distance. That's probably one of the best handling for any bolt action sniper other than the scout, and it one torso shots up to around 150 studs. It does pretty good damage, the reload is pretty quick, and it's a pretty forgiving sniper overall. Also has a pretty fast reload. So if you run out of ammo, you can just reload. However, it does have a pretty small mag overall. It does have a slightly slower fire rate, but that is made up by its other statistics. Pretend the TRG with a little bit less damage, a better feel, and a little bit faster. That's pretty much the L11. And yeah, that's kind of it. It just has a better feel than the TRG. Now let's go to the Rankin 700. Now this has one more bullet than the AWM. However, it just feels a lot nicer to use. It is a little bit slower, but its torso damage is terrifying. At close quarters, it does over 100, but at long range, it does 95. So if someone's ever slightly damaged, and you hit them in the torso, they're pretty much dead. Also, for some reason, the hitbox is like gigantic on the Rankin 700. It has a pretty good feel, and the sound's really nice. Anyways, let's go to the third best sniper, the Intervention. Yes, the starter weapon. But there is some potential. It has the fastest muzzle velocity of any sniper or gun in the game. It one torso shots up to 200 studs. It has a pretty quick scope. It reloads pretty fast too. It has a 50 fire rate. Now the feel is not the same as the Rankin 700, but the sound's pretty nice as well. For being a starter weapon, I think this is one of the best starter weapons in the game if you know how to snipe. Alright, let's talk about the two snipers which I think are yin and yang. These two snipers have their advantages and disadvantages, but I feel like these two are for two different types of people. These two are tied for the best sniper in the game. Now the Stayer Scout, I've gone over this, and I think it is the best sniper in my opinion, but that comes at a cost of damage. You have the fastest bolt action in the game. You do have a slightly slower muzzle velocity than the SVDS, but this thing is quick. You walk quick. You have 9 bullets per mag. And it is probably one of the best aggressive style snipers that you could use in the game right now. And the irons aren't for everyone. People who use the Mosin irons will like the SVDS irons, and people who like the Tar irons will probably like the Scout irons. I'm a big fan of the Scout irons myself, but if you don't headshot, you're kind of done. Now overall, the Dragunov SVDS would technically be the best sniper in the game. It has a higher than average fire rate. It one torso kills at close quarters. Has 10 bullets per mag, or 11 if you reload. And it has arguably the best irons of any sniper in this game. His reload is also pretty quick. And to most, this is to be believed the best sniper in the game. But what this sniper lacks is a bit of mobility. You do walk a little lethargic. Now, it has a bit of kick, but it's not that bad. Put a muzzle brake on it, you should be fine. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. My name is Farium, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace.